I don't know what to tell you that might allay your fears about our tomorrows. Nobody made us any promises, save for the man in the sky. Between you and me, I don't hold much faith in that sort of thing. Of course, there's every chance I'm completely wrong. Therein lies the beauty of making choices, the gift of actually having a chance to choose. Options don't avail themselves to all. I guess we got so used to comparing ourselves to the haves and have-nots to bring us to perspective, to learn appreciation. But those comparisons always carried with it a sense of resent. But we must feel a little guilty to poke awake the gratitude that seems to slumber through each and every time we confuse it like a Snorlax. So unless you're mindful of your manners to a particular degree, you can find your gratitude slipping. It's just one of those things we let go. De-emphasized various life lessons, I guess, that we decided didn't serve us. Conversely, we believed we must envy and venerate the wealthy. Well, that was the general theme, to prompt us to ambition. To provoke our sense of competition. And so, the rich and powerful now used as a yardstick, adding a redundant extra element of power for them to draw from. The awe of the poor, the admiration of the masses, unwittingly deifying these otherwise normal humans. What a con, what a con, what a giant con. We should have watched our P's and Q's more closely, folks. Like I said, we took our eyes off the prize. Like I said, we took our eyes off the prize. We let comparison become the thief of joy. We let our perception, our opinion, into arenas it didn't belong in. Started entertaining it as a reality, as the reality, the only reality, and pushed that reality onto others. That's main character syndrome at work. Folks, that's main character syndrome right here. That's main character syndrome. You know, we humans have actively discouraged thinking, sponsored the containment of free thought, put a lid firmly on any kind of out-of-pocket thinking, thoughts that might lead somewhere great and beautiful, like they used to do. Do you know we humans have actively discouraged thinking, sponsored the containment of free thought, put a lid firmly on any kind of out-of-pocket thinking, thoughts that might lead somewhere great and beautiful like they used to do. It's easy to forget how mankind, once upon a time, celebrated great thinkers and how essential that process was to the evolution of humanity. For balance, for reasoning, for understanding, for continued prosperity and being all we could be for the short time that we're here. We stopped doing that, the thinking. Must have deemed it also unnecessary. Of course, the natural order of things is that some humans are superior to others. That's the cold hard truth. If that idea bothers you, it's because it kicked you square in the envy. But on the way, it grazed your ego and insecurity that you insist we all pretend isn't there. We know you have it. We know it's there. And how? How do we know so much if we think we're so smart? Because we're hiding our own. From ourselves as much as you. From our commonalities which make us feel vulnerable. The vulnerability in which two souls might meet. The souls behind the ego, the real humans within. Humans have put great effort into the lengths we go to misunderstand each other and so many other things, in an attempt to fit the logic to oneself, then oneself to the lesson. We learn manipulation early in life and soon want to use that to work its magic on life's narrative. We learn manipulation early in life. Manipulate the dialogue, control the consensus of thought, manipulate the dialogue, control the consensus of thought. And like I said, all men aren't created equal. What kind of bullshit is that? Like I said, all men aren't created equal. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Man has always battled with their egos, but it's nothing like today. Today, we've decided it's better to keep our morals at arm's length and be friends with benefits. Totally disavowed any association with humility and began to bully our own selves to harden up. Bought into macho bullshit. Started self-proclaiming alpha in a display somehow terribly tragic and utterly hilarious at the same time. Humans have defined what men and women should and should not be. We seem to be stuck with these notions, come what may. And when it doesn't seem to fit the person, these ideas of more primitive men, humans will attempt to adjust this tried and true narrative, making exceptions when it suits us, to reiterate the theme. Men should be this and women should be that. We must not encourage free thought, because look how they bring it back to us, all fucked up and out of shape. Too stubborn to admit we might have chosen a wrong path or three on the road to human evolution. And much like the legendary Rowdy Roddy Piper, as soon as you think you have the answers, humans change the question they're asking. Then pretend it's what we asked for all along. I want to challenge you. Humans to think differently. Start small because I know it's hard. Cognitive therapy takes time and practice. Challenge what you profess to believe as a theoretical exercise. And at the end, when you've reached an accord and landed on a conclusion you can actually call your own, you are free to do with it what you choose. If it's different, take it on and adjust your life accordingly, or ignore it in the way all humans do. But fair warning, knowledge is a double-edged sword. What we learn today can affect all our tomorrows. Like they say, if some people had half a brain, they'd be dangerous. Started self-proclaiming alpha. What kind of bullshit is that? Started self-proclaiming alpha. What kind of bullshit is that? The real humans within. For continued prosperity and being all we could be for the short time we're here.